What's up, my lovely lions? All right, Leo. So finally getting to you guys. This is going to be your yearly 2018 prediction. So let's see what's going on with you guys. Now, do keep in mind that this is going to be a general reading. Okay, guys, I'm reading for thousands of people, so it won't always resonate 100%. But if you guys do want this reading for yourself, you can definitely go ahead and get it. Now, I offer the yearly reading as its own reading. You know, it'll be about a 40 to 50 minute reading. But if you guys want to get the hour and have it be a yearly reading, all I do is add more specific advice per quarter, okay? So, guys, we're going to focus on love, finance, in general. You're going to see me looking over at my notes to make sure I'm not missing any months. But we're going to go quarter by quarter, month by month. So let's start with the first quarter, January, February, March, and see what's going to happen with love, finance, in general. All right, what is going on with the sign of Leo? First quarter of 2018. All right, we have love. Beautiful. Finance. And general. Nice. So it's funny because I actually, I did the spread for a few Leos already. And every single Leo spread I did was absolutely magnificent. So I'm crossing my fingers that this is going to be something good, you know, just generally. So the energy that you guys have for the first quarter is the Queen of Swords in reverse. So with this card, you could have an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini that is in your life, someone who takes a situation that may be bad to begin with and they just really amplify it. You know, they throw a lot of fuel into the fire. So if this isn't, you know, an air sign that you guys are dealing with, then this could be you guys taking this energy. Maybe there's something that's going to upset you and you kind of just explode. But you want to make sure that you're not giving so much energy to something that isn't going to help you to move forward in a positive way. Okay, whether this is your energy or someone else's. But I see you guys building. All right, I see money coming in. I see you guys feeling very prosperous. And the Star card, wish fulfillment, guys. I think this is going to be a powerful read, but let's get into it. So for January, for love, you guys have the Six of Wands. So right off the bat, that's a card about victory. That's a card about you guys feeling good, feeling powerful. And we have the Hermit card in reverse. So maybe some of you were single and now you're getting back out there. For others of you, maybe you were just really in your head about somebody, but now you're choosing, you know, to move forward. And we have the Ace of Coins in the reverse. So for some of you, this is going to go two different ways. For some of you, there's going to be a situation that you let go of and you finally move on from it and you feel very good within yourselves to let this thing go. For others of you, there's something that you are moving towards, something that may not start right away. There could be a delay on it, but something that could be long term. All right. Now with finances, we have the Emperor. Okay. So this is a very powerful card. You know, this is you guys really being in control. You guys really knowing what it is that you want to do in terms of finances and having that leadership. Or that authority, rather, when you talk. You don't have to necessarily be the leader in what you do, but you're definitely going to be someone whose ideas are really being listened to and taken into consideration. Now, we have the Queen of Coins in the reverse, so when it comes to finances, one, this could be, you know, an instability with finances or maybe where you're overspending, because the Queen of Coins is usually a very strong character when it comes to finances. Or this could be a situation where there's something that you've really been trying to build for a long time, and you could just be very frustrated at this point because it hasn't turned out the way that you wanted it to just yet. But we have the Fountain card. So whatever it is that you're trying to do, whatever it is that you're trying to build this month with finances, you have all the tools necessary. You know what it is that you're doing. And with the Fountain card here, this is a card about awakening. This is a card about being on your true path, you know, doing what's really going to bring purpose into your life. So a lot of you could really be moving forward in a way or just with something that you're very passionate about. Okay. Now the general energy for January is the Four of Wands. So you guys are establishing yourselves. You're building a foundation. Okay. We have the Temperance card in the reverse. So there may be something that throws you off a little bit, but you guys are still building that stability that you need. And the Three of Coins here. So you guys are, you know, you could be partnering with people in terms of work or just anything else in your life. And it's like everyone's working towards a common goal. If this is within love, then you guys are really building in a very, you know, beneficial way. Now, going into February for love, we have the Eight of Wands. So this is a card about talking. This is a card about action. This is a card about reciprocation, where there's that constant back and forth. You don't have to wait, 5 days for a reply from anybody. This is you, feeling hot, feeling like a good commodity. And we have the Moon card. So with the Moon card, it could be that there's certain secrets that come out when it comes to love. Or this could be you, again, kind of going off of this Fountain card here and feeling like the person that you're with or the path that you're taking. Maybe you have to leave someone. Maybe you have to, get into something new. But this is something where you find clarity. This is something where you might feel very good and that your soul just resonates with whoever you're talking to. And we have the Seven of Coins where you have planted your seeds. And at this point, you're just waiting to see how things are going to move forward. For finances, you guys have the Nine of Swords. Now, this is a card about anxiety. This is a card about just really being in your head and, thinking the worst of a situation. But keep in mind that this is a mental card. Okay, so most of the time it's not bad at all. It's just that we tend to think negatively towards certain things. Okay. And we have the Devil card in the reverse where you guys remove yourself from something that's toxic. Okay, something that's not good, but you could be worried about what you had to let go of. But bam, King of Wands. You guys have the Emperor, you have the King of Wands. So this is going to be something that's extremely powerful for you guys, where you're going to be, in a position where people are looking up to you. You could have a lot of responsibility, but you're passionate. You don't have to convince people to follow you. People are just going to follow you. And it's like anything that you do, you're not going to have to, explain yourself. The crowd will just follow. For general, we have the Seven of Cups. So sometimes this could be a card about unclarity, not knowing which path to take, just being uncertain, having, a fog in front of us. But this is also a card that can mean a lot of choices that you have in life and, how you can move forward. And you have the Two of Coins where if there's a lot of options that you have, maybe with lovers or with work opportunities, or maybe just a very important decision that you have to make where there's different outlets in terms of, what you can choose to do. You're making a decision here. And you're going on a path that is going to be extremely powerful for you. Something that you're very passionate about. Yeah, guys, I think it's going to be a good year. But let's see how this goes. Now, for March, we have the Three of Wands when it comes to love. So this is a card about expansion. But again, this card can go two different ways. It could be you expanding with somebody, building with somebody, feeling good with somebody. Or it could be turning your back on someone that you didn't feel was going to help you expand, so you let that go. But we have the Queen of Cups. So for some of you, maybe you're dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. And we have the Ace of Swords. So there's definitely a new start that could be happening for a lot of you, where you're cutting out just any bullshit, anything that was negative from the past when it came to love. You could be moving forward, with this water sign. But others of you, there could be something that you're cutting out in order to move forward, because the Ace of Swords, this is a new start that you're going to have in your life, where you're cutting out anything that was negative. But depending on the role that this person played for you, you're either moving forward with them and just dropping the bullshit, or maybe you're dropping them. But I really feel like you guys are just moving forward and letting go of anything negative and moving forward, with this person. Now for finances, you have the Magician. So all across, the first quarter for finances, you guys are doing very well. You're in a place where you can really manifest whatever it is that you want. You have all the tools. If there's any sort of new businesses that you guys are thinking about launching, anything that's exciting for you, anything that you're just like, okay, what's the right time? Now is the right time. You guys are going to excel with whatever you do financially, so make sure you get into it. We have the Lovers card in the reverse. So with this, coming up in finances, there could be a job that you let go of. There could be something or an aspect of finances that you completely drop. Or maybe there is some sort of breakup that you have, okay, because love sometimes crosses into finances. So maybe there's a breakup that you have, or someone, again, that you may cut out, but you're still in a place where you're able to manifest things. It might just be an energy that you're bringing into work. And we have the Knight of Coins in the reverse. So you guys are in a place that you're able to manifest what it is that you want moving forward. But with the Knight of Coins in the reverse, this is somebody who's extremely strategic, who's very smart with how they move forward. They're very methodical with how they move forward. But I feel that there's something that you want to manifest, but you're not going to take this step forward just yet. You really just want to figure out what's the best step forward. What's the best move to get into whatever it is that you want to accomplish. For the general energy for March, we have the Ten of Wands. So there's definitely a new start here that's coming in. With the Ten of Wands, it could just be burdening. There could be a lot of work that you have to do, you know, a lot of responsibility that you have. So maybe you're really going to feel the pressure. But Queen of Wands, you guys are going to take over. You guys are going to do so well. So yeah, I just feel like there's something you're going to have to put a lot of hard work into. But there's something new on the horizon. Like, I'm getting chills doing this reading, guys, because this is going to be a strong year for the Leo, at least a very strong start of the year. You know, I don't want to speak before seeing what the rest of this reading is going to look like, but there's really something big that you guys are going to be manifesting. So whether it is with love or with finances, anything that you guys want to start, you know, it seems like you guys have a lot of favor right now within the first quarter. So I would definitely not hesitate with anything that you want to move forward with. All right, guys, so let's go into the second quarter. So we're going to look at April, May, and June, love, finance, and general. And I hope y'all can hear me good. Y'all have been bugging me to get this microphone, so finally I made the purchase for one. So I hope you guys are able to hear me okay, and I hope the quality is okay. All right, guys, so let's see what's going on in the second quarter. I say it over and over again, but I love, you know, just chilling with Leos and being around Leos, because I feel like we feed off of one another, and you guys are always so powerful. Even if, you know, shit is bad, you guys have a very powerful way of getting through things. Okay, so the energy that you guys have for the second quarter, we have the Ten of Cups in the reverse. Now, this could be a bit of dissatisfaction or instability that you feel on the home front because of all the work that you're doing, because of the burden or the pressure that you may feel is on your shoulders. But you guys make a decision to move forward in a very strong way. All right, so you have the Emperor here. So if there's any instability in the second quarter, I honestly just feel it's because you might feel pressured because of everything that you have to do, but you're going to handle it very gracefully. Okay, so for love in April, we have the Page of Wands. Okay, so someone that you guys are speaking to in a very passionate way. You know, someone that you're speaking to in a very loving way as well. And we have the Ace of Swords. So a new start that could be coming in for some of you. Or again, let's get all these cards because they're dropping. So it could be something that you're very passionate to get into. But again, I feel that you guys are cutting out anything that is not going to help you to move forward in a beneficial way, you know, relationship-wise. We have the Hermit card in the reverse, where if you guys were kind of to yourselves, or maybe there was something you weren't relaying to your partner or dealing with, you're moving forward with it. Okay. A lot of you are going to be getting into relationships too. We have the Nine of Coins in the reverse, which could be somebody single who's getting into a relationship, or maybe a break that a couple took where they're able to reconcile at this point, and it says it's going to be good judgment. It might not happen right away, but I see it being good judgment. Now for finances, we have the Five of Coins. So for some of you, this could be something that happens financially that maybe you're not expecting, okay? That it could put you in a place where you feel like you don't have enough money to get through. Or this could be a certain job that you let go of, or a certain person that you're doing business with that you let go of. But it's showing that you're making good judgments. So I really feel like it's just something that you guys are releasing in terms of finances because of secrets that maybe a person was holding, or maybe something that you found out about. But there's a big change that's going to happen financially for you guys in the month of April. So are you going to feel a loss? Yes. But with the High Priestess here, you guys just knew that there was a certain avenue of finances that wasn't beneficial to you, and you're cutting it out. Okay? And at you know, for the general for April, we have the Strength card in the reverse, which is showing that you guys might really need to tap into your resiliency, because you guys are always strong as it is, but you're burdened by what it is that you're doing only because you're expanding. So the workload may be heavy, but it's because you're doing big things. All right, and we have the Six of Cups in the reverse, where I feel that you're parting ways with something that you used to deal with a lot in the past. Maybe it's a person from the past, but there's someone that you're parting ways with, or something that you're letting go of because of secrets that came out. And you guys just get so frustrated that you decide to let it go, and you decide to drop this person. But you're still doing things. You're still working on things here with the Eight of Swords. So anything that's not helping you to move forward with your love life, with any projects that you're working on, it's out. Now going into May, for love, we have the Four of Coins. So this could be maybe information that you guys are withholding or someone else is withholding, a sense of not so much hesitation, but a sense of guardedness that you might feel towards somebody. But again, you guys are still in your element. You have the Queen of Wands and the Magician. So, you know, even relationship-wise, I feel like you guys have a very powerful effect. If you're talking to someone, you have a powerful effect over them. If there's someone that you're looking to talk to, you could just have, you know, a very long-lasting, powerful, passionate effect on this person, where you guys, I feel, would have the upper hand to move this relationship forward the way that you want to. So maybe you're going to be guarded, or maybe they're going to be guarded, but I still see you guys really holding the power here. Now for finances in the month of May, we have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. So any sort of negative thoughts that you had, or anything that you felt was limiting you, that you were kind of weighing out in your head, you're letting it go. Fountain card. So again, it's just reconfirming the fact that you guys have all the tools that you need to move forward. If there's a new project that you wanted to work on, or a new business venture that you wanted to go on, this is saying you got all your facts. This is something that you're meant to do. Go for it. This is a card about an awakening, realizing your potential, realizing your purpose, okay, and making money through your purpose. And I promise you guys, nothing's going to be more, you know, fruitful than you following something that you're very passionate about when it comes to finances. And you have the Eight of Wands, where there's action, there's reciprocation, there's things that are happening here. Now for the general energy for May, you guys have the Lovers card in the reverse. So it doesn't have to mean, you know, a fallout in a relationship. Again, it could be a fallout of a job. It could be something that you just have to let go of that wasn't working for you, something that you're really stuck between, okay? Between a rock and a hard place of which path that you have to go on, but finally you choose, you know, there's something that I have to let go in order to remain on the path of something that I'm very passionate about building. Now going into June, for love, we have the Justice card in the reverse, okay? So there's, you know, there may be an injustice that happens here in terms of love, okay? And we have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So if some of you are dealing with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, they might be very upset with you, or maybe you're taking that energy and you're being very upset with them. Okay, and we have the Knight of Cups too. So maybe some of you, because we had an air sign pop up in the first quarter and the water sign pop up in the first quarter for you guys. So maybe some of you are trying to choose between a water sign and an air sign and trying to see which is going to be best for you. For others of you, it could simply just be, you know, with the Justice card in the reverse, it doesn't always have to be cheating, okay? It could be a situation where you just don't resonate well with something that has happened. Maybe your partner took out, you know, $500 from your bank account and you didn't know. You know, anything like that could be an injustice. So you guys just not feeling good, feeling like there's something that, you know, wasn't done in the most moral way when it comes to love. Okay, but it could be on your part because it doesn't look like you guys are going to be the ones that are upset. For finances, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. So this is your energy. So this could be you guys becoming unreliable, maybe not producing as well when it comes to work. If you guys are dealing with another fire sign who's very important in terms of your work, then this is going to be someone that initially you're going to trust, and they're going to be a good talker. They're going to be very charismatic. You're going to be like, wow, you know, this person is passionate and this person is able to really just get shit done. But this is going to be someone that, you know, they speak with passion, but when it comes time to actually deliver and to do things long term, they're unreliable. All right. And with the Seven of Coins, there's something that it's like you planted the seed and you're waiting to see how things are going to turn out. All right. Emperor. So throughout, you know, finances, even into the second quarter, you guys, you know, remain in a position of power where you're really going to have a lot of say with what it is that you do. But I feel that there's something here that you guys have to let go of that's hard for you, and you're kind of in limbo about it. All right. And you're disappointed in somebody. So whether it be disappointed within yourself or disappointed with someone else, and I really feel like it's going to be someone else because, you know, you guys have such a powerful stance here. But I feel like you're going to have to make a change in terms of finances, and you might feel uncomfortable at first with what it is that you have to let go of or who you have to let go of. Now for general, for June, you guys have the World card in the reverse. So there's a chapter here that you need to close, okay, in order to move forward in a very powerful way. But there's something that maybe you feel like you need closure, or maybe you feel like you have unfinished business. But with whatever it is that you're still emotionally invested in, that you know you have to move forward from, the cards are saying you know, don't fight it. Don't cause any tension. Just let go whatever is going to be problematic. And at the core, this might be something that makes you unhappy. So it could be something as simple as you trusting, let's say you had a good friend working for you and you find out that they stole, you know, $1,000 from the cash register over a few months. Little things like that. Or it's like, damn, it doesn't feel good, it doesn't resonate, but you know it's something that you have to let go. You know it's something that you have to just get rid of. Okay. Okay, guys. So going into the third quarter. July, August, and September of 2018. What is going to happen for the sign of Leo? Love, finance, general. For July, August, and September of 2018. And if you guys want to timestamp this, I would greatly appreciate it. So let's see what's going on. I'm definitely interested to see how this resonates, you know, throughout the year. So I know some of you may definitely be coming back to look at it. Okay. All right. So the energy that you guys have for the third quarter, 9 of Cups, happiness, feeling very gratified, feeling like you have everything you need in life. Now, the only bad thing that I could say about this card is, you know, make sure you don't go overboard with your celebrations or with your drinking or with anything, because you guys are going to be in a place where you feel really good, where it could be easy to have that extra glass or two. You guys have a Hierophant behind that, so Leo's going to have an amazing year, guys. You know, with the Hierophant behind that, you guys are really falling into your purpose. Okay, if there was any sort of struggle that you guys went through, if there's anything that didn't set well with you, whether it be with finances, love, family, friends, whatever it may be, I feel like you guys learned a lot of lessons, especially in 2017, that was valuable for you. So now, with the power that you guys have, y'all could take over the world. Honestly, this is beautiful. All right, so for love in July, we have the 3 of Coins in the reverse. So this is going to be you not seeing eye to eye with somebody. You know, maybe you're talking to someone that you have different sort of expectations when it comes to love, or there's arguments, and there's somebody here that doesn't feel appreciated, or they feel like they do a lot, but they're not recognized for what it is that they do. And there could be a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini that you're dealing with in this month. Someone that makes you very, very happy. So with the 3 of Coins being there, there could just be that sense of miscommunication. So you guys want to make sure that you're listening in order to understand, not just listening to reply. And that's something that you're going to want to really show to your partner. So, you know, this disconnect comes when we don't understand another person's love language. So you just want to make sure that you take that extra effort to understand how someone feels and what they want out of life, even if you don't fully understand it in the beginning. Okay. Now, for finance in the month of July, we have the Justice card. So anything that didn't work out, if you feel like you had any sort of loose ends you had to tie, anything that wasn't beneficial to you, you know, justice comes out and, you know, everything is balanced. Again, you guys have the Hierophant where you're moving forward in a very good way. A lot of you are, you know, dealing with your purpose and what you're meant to do. But there's something that you have to move away from in order to fulfill this purpose. So maybe it's a job, or maybe it's someone that you have to let go of, but something that you're moving away from because you know you're going to have to in order to expand. And for the general for July, you have the Sun card. So with the Sun card here, you're feeling very good, bright, and abundant towards something. Or there could be information that comes to light where you realize that there's something or someone that you're very passionate about that you have to let go of. Okay? But you stand your ground. And there's that sense of resiliency, you know, that you guys are really feeling. 8 of Swords. This in itself is telling me that anything that you feel is going wrong for you, you know, in July, it's a mental thing more than anything. Okay, so in this month, I feel like the worst enemy that you will have is any negative thoughts that you have, because you might feel stuck in something, or maybe you feel stuck on an air sign that things may not be working well with. But just know, don't be in your heads too much. Now going into August, for love, we have the 7 of Cups in reverse. If there was different lovers or different people that you had a chance to be with, this is you making a choice. if there's any sort of confusion or any sort of smoke screens that were in front of you, you know, you're seeing everything clearly for what it is. And you have the Fool card in the reverse. So you're seeing clarity in a situation and you're deciding that there may be someone that you don't want to move forward with. Okay, that it would be a bad idea to move forward with this person. And you have the Chariot in the reverse. So there's an issue that, you know, may come up in August where you have no control over it or how it moves forward, and you decide that it's best for you to let it go. Now for finances, you have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. So maybe you guys were in a situation where you were being dishonest, or maybe cheating on someone, or maybe they were being that way towards you, and you could be bringing that energy into work. So it can, you know, cause that sense of instability at work. Or it could be that there's somebody here that, again, is a good talker, very charismatic, very passionate about how they move forward in life, but they're overly emotional about something that could happen in terms of work. And we have the Page of Coins in the reverse. So, you know, there's something that you're dropping. There's something that you move away from when it comes to work. But by letting that go, you're releasing a heavy burden, okay? Something that just wasn't going to work for you. And you have the Lover's card, okay? And the Queen of Coins. So when this comes to work, yes, you're moving away from something that was burdening, but you're moving into financial stability, okay? It's always a beautiful thing to see coin cards in the upright or pentacle cards in the upright, you know, when it comes to finances. So for general, in the month of August, you guys have the Five of Coins in the reverse, which is a card about someone who has felt a loss, whether it be financially or emotionally, but they just felt left out in the cold with something that occurred in the past, but now you're getting over it, okay? You're moving past it. We have the Fountain card in the reverse. You're getting over a situation where it's like you looked at it and you were turning a blind eye to warning signs with the situation, but now you're getting over that. And with this Knight of Wands, you guys are still very passionate. You guys are still moving forward in a very good way, in a way that there's going to be people who, again, naturally just want to follow you, okay? But you might have a hard time with moving away from something that just didn't work for you. But despite any sort of indecision or chaos that you guys may feel, you always do what's going to be most beneficial to you. So that's a good thing. You know, this is going to be a year where you guys have so much luck on your side when it comes to love and finances that you really don't want to waste your time. With this good energy that you guys have, if there's anything that could be detrimental to your growth, you just don't want to fuck with it this year. Because if you guys have the ability to build in such a magnificent and powerful way, you really want to make sure that there's no one holding you back. So I really see this as a year where, you know, if they're able to stand the heat, sure, they could come and eat in your kitchen. But if they're not, you know, this has to be something that is let go of, because you guys are taking over the world. There's something that you guys want to do that's going to be big. Now, for love in September, we have the Seven of Coins in the reverse, which is a card about feeling like you wasted time and effort into something that you're really putting time and effort into, but being okay with it, finding balance, knowing that you're going to be good regardless, and not talking to somebody that may not be, you know, beneficial to your love life. But there is a new start on the horizon, and something that's really going to last a long time. Now, for finances, you guys have the Queen of Swords. So there could be Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini who's going to be very important to your finances. But this is you guys, again, just continuing with this energy saying, look, I'm only going to move forward in a way that is going to be beneficial for me. But if there's something that comes onto my path that could be detrimental or that could, you know, just distract me, I'm cutting it out. You know, I don't have time to be distracted right now. And you guys have the Ten of Coins in the reverse. Let me get one more card. And the Page of Wands in the reverse. I really feel like there's something here that you guys are cutting out. All right? It may be a job. Maybe it's a person that you're working with. But you're going into hermit mode and you're kind of withdrawing yourself because, again, you want to make sure that you're moving forward in a way that's going to be beneficial. And with you guys being so intuitive and in tune with what's happening in your life, if you feel like something's not right, you're just going to drop it. You know, you're not going to sit there and you're not going to wonder how you can get around it. You're just going to say, look, this doesn't sit well with me, and it's just something I have to let go of. But I never see you guys losing that passion. So there's going to be something here that may not work out the way that you wanted it to. You know, with the Three of Wands in the reverse, maybe an area that you wanted to expand in that, you know, you just don't see yourself moving forward. Okay? Because it's just too conflicting and there's a lot of bickering. rumors, pettiness, a sense of competition, but you make a solid choice that, look, this is too problematic for me, so I don't want to move forward with it anymore. Because there's something here that makes you guys feel a little bit stuck. But with the Tower card there, you completely change everything in a way that you're going to not worry about how you move forward. So again, you guys have no tolerance for bullshit, in this year, because you know how powerful you are. You sense how powerful you are. And it's that sort of thing where anybody who makes you feel anything other than powerful, they're gonna have no rooms or no room in your life, rather. Okay, guys. The final quarter, the fourth quarter, October, November, and December of 2018. Love, finance, and general. What is going to happen for the lovely sign of Leo? Alright, so we have love, finance, general. Alright, guys. So your energy for the fourth quarter is the Six of Swords in reverse. Again, there's big changes that are happening. And when there's big changes happening in our lives, it usually comes after a period of discomfort. And I say all the time that the bigger our pain, the bigger our accomplishments. So now you guys are dealing with the fact that you're moving forward in a positive way, but there's something that just wasn't good for your growth, and you're having a hard time letting it go. All right. Now, in terms of love, you guys have the King of Swords in reverse. So if there's not an air sign that you're dealing with, who's super pissed off at you or just very in their own heads, for whatever reason, then this could be the energy that you're taking. Now, the King of Swords in reverse is somebody who's extremely tyrannical. They could be abusive mentally, physically, emotionally, but someone who's just very self-seeking, and they're not interested in anything that's not going to be beneficial towards them. All right, and we have the Three of Coins. So you may be trying to build with somebody like this, okay, and feeling like you're not over this person, like there's still a continuation or a chapter that, needs to keep being written when it comes to this person, okay? I see you guys wanting to be moving forward quickly, but just make sure that you know exactly who this person is and what they're able to provide for you, okay? Because you don't want to let anything get past you that could be negative, okay? Now, for finances for the month of October, you guys have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So something with finances, at this point could take an unnecessary, or not necessarily unnecessary, but it could take an unexpected turn. All right, we have the Eight of Cups in the reverse. So there could be someone that you're emotionally invested in from your past that comes back in and they help you or maybe hurt you financially, or someone that you reach out to from your past, okay, that, could either help or hinder this. And we have the Queen of Cups, so it could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, okay, but someone that you're reaching out to in order to help you to move forward, a reconciliation with someone from your past. The energy that you have is a Temperance card in the reverse. So you may feel a bit unbalanced, but I feel like you guys, if there's any sort of ego that you have at this point because of how good that you were doing, you have a sense of humility, okay, where you reach out for help and you say, look, I feel like this is out of my control, or I feel like this is out of my grasp, so help me out, what do I do? And this is you guys, putting in hard work with the Nine of Wands and being resilient, okay, standing strong. And with the Six of Wands, you will have victory. So don't be afraid, especially in the month of October, to reach out to others if you feel like what you're doing is too burdening or like you need an outside opinion or outside help. Now, for love in November, you guys have the Four of Cups in the reverse, which is a card about someone who's accepting an offer. So either you're going to extend an offer that's accepted, or someone's going to make you an offer that you accept. And it's going to be a path that you're extremely passionate about here with the Two of Wands. Okay, and we have the Ace of Coins in the reverse. So this may not be something that develops overnight, okay, but it's going to be something that definitely has a potential to last long term. But this could also mean with the Ace of Coins in the reverse that maybe there's someone that you have to drop in order to go on this passionate path that you have in front of you, or maybe something that you're extremely passionate about may not last a long time. For finances, we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. So again, any negative thoughts, anything that was holding you back, you're getting out of your head about that. You're seeing things for what it is and dealing with it in, the most appropriate way. And you have the Star card, so you're not worried because something that you're wishing for comes to pass. Right? So you guys have wish fulfillment, and it comes in unexpectedly with the Sun card in the reverse. So you might have been worried the month before, but unexpectedly, bam, things go right back on track. Like I say, guys, you guys are... y'all should hit me up for business because it's going to be a good year for y'all. All right? We have the Page of Swords in the reverse, so there could be something that you were very conflicted about or maybe arguing with somebody about, but it's going to come to pass in a way that's going to be very beneficial for you. Now, the energy that you have for November is the Eight of Coins in the reverse, where there's something that you stop putting effort into or something that you just feel is not going to work. And by stopping putting effort into it, you're in a position of power. King of Wands. So again, Leos are taking zero bullshit when it comes to 2018. Three of Cups in the reverse. So if there was a third-party relationship with love, you guys are dropping wherever the pain was coming from. If there was a partnership that wasn't working, with finances or just anything that you were trying to build, you're letting it go. And it's putting you in a position of power where you put a lot of thought into this thing and you choose to move forward in a very powerful way. Now, for love in December, we're in the last month now of 2018, you guys have the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups is a card about sadness. It's a card about loss. All right? And you have the Two of Swords where you're between a rock and a hard place. You don't know which decision to make when it comes to love. And you have the Queen of Coins in the reverse. So there could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn who's upset with you and, acting immature or just acting very stubborn because they were pushed, beyond a comfortable point for themselves. Or this could be you guys or maybe someone that you're dealing with who's very upset because they feel that they've put a lot of time and investment into something that didn't go their way. For finances, you guys have the Five of Coins. So it could be you guys taking a financial hit. It's December too, okay? So let's keep in mind you guys are going to be buying Christmas gifts. You're going to be, overspending. I know this Christmas was absolutely just insane for me. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to spend $200, nothing more than that. And then after that day, I'm just like, oh my God, I cannot believe how much money I just spent. So it could be that sort of thing where you guys take a financial hit because of Christmas and the holidays and just seeing family. All right, but we have the Ace of Swords where there's still a new start here that's presented for you. So if there's any sort of loss, if there's any sort of poverty, or if there's any dip in your finances, you guys take care of it. But you could be arguing with someone or someone that maybe you're involved with or someone that you work with about the spending that you guys are going to do in this month. But you guys turn out just fine. Okay? It's showing that despite the fact that you may spend a lot or you may have a loss of money, you're still expanding here with the Three of Wands. The energy that you guys have, or the general energy rather, is the Magician for December. So you guys are going into 2019 with this, sense of, I run shit, like I'm really able to manifest whatever it is that I want in life. And I feel like this is just going to be a year where you guys really just come into power. All right, you have the High Priestess, so you know everything you need to know. You're very intuitive. Anything that doesn't feel good for you is out of your life. Anything that does feel good, you hop on it because you just have that good gut feeling. And bam, Queen of Wands. Look at how you guys end this year. You're manifesting, you're woke, and you're powerful. This is amazing. I just had a feeling that your reading was going to be so positive. We have the Fool card here. So you guys are going into unmarked territories. You guys are, dealing with or just dealing with your life just changing in a very positive way. What's meant to be in your life will definitely be in your life in 2018. But this is definitely going to be a year where anything that's not going to help your growth is going to get cut out. All right, guys. So I'm going to leave you off with 3 cards of advice for you in the year of 2018. But Leos, I'm really going to be looking forward to doing your monthly readings, guys, because I want to see how powerful, this year is going to be for you. Give me 3 cards of advice for my beautiful lions for 2018. Alright, guys. So, oh my god, this is so positive. I think this is the most positive yearly read I've done so far. Okay? This and Taurus, I feel like, was the most positive so far. But we have the Knight of Wands, where you guys are feeling powerful, passionate. Whether you're in a relationship or not, you're going to be very self-sufficient. So financially, you're not going to be depending on nobody. You have the Three of Cups, where there's going to be celebrations. There are going to be good things that happen. And you guys are going to make the choice this year to work as hard as you can to put yourself in a position where finances or anything like that is just never going to be a worry for you again. And with the Sun card here, guys, there's going to be some beautiful and passionate things that come into your life. But anytime we have, an era in our lives where we're going into very good and prosperous things, there always has to be things that are dropped. Okay, if any of you have experienced a time in your life where you really leveled up and you really just did so well for yourself, you're also going to look back at that and say, wow, I lost a lot of friends, or wow, I had to let go of a lover or two, or I had to let go of family members and certain things like that, because not everybody is meant to be on your path when it comes to growth. So again, this is going to be a year where if people are not on your page, if they're not trying to grow the way that you guys are growing, then they're just not gonna, you're not gonna be able to find the space for them in your life. And there's nothing wrong with putting yourself first and making sure that you're good. Okay, especially when it comes to love or finances or anything like that. Love is a beautiful thing. Being with family and being with friends, it's a beautiful thing. But in most cases, these people or this person, they're not really going to be able to help you if you hit, a bump in the road, or let's say you lose money, you don't have rent, for a certain month. You have to think, is this person going to be able to bail me out if I get, myself into a position like that? And those that aren't able to help you, and I'm not saying just financially, if they're not able to give into your growth in 2018, is being cut out. There's going to be someone or, a situation that you guys look at that you just feel like there's going to be consequences if you continue with this person. For some of you, it could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius that you let go of, that you think is a bad call, and you go towards a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or you're really just falling into whatever it is that you love. Now, for this general advice, I'm not going to look at any signs, okay? I'm going to look at this in terms of the characteristics that these characters hold, okay? So with the Queen of Swords, being upright with the Fool card in the reverse, it could say that this is really a year that you guys want to expand and that you really want to take a risk and put yourself in a position where you may be vulnerable, where you may take a risk, because by being guarded and by keeping to yourself and having your guard, really high and have all these high walls around you, it's going to be detrimental to your growth, because this is going to be a year where you really have to take risks, where you don't have to be, or you shouldn't be afraid of the possibility that you could fail. All right, so you really want to take risks. And with the King of Cups, I'm going to look at this as, with the cups, this indicates water. This indicates fluidity. This indicates things that just flow naturally. Things that help us to heal. Things that help us to be more whole and to understand the world around us and how we, are connected to the things around us. So I feel like being guarded this year, guys, is not going to work for you. Put your heart's desires out. If there's a project that you want to build it. If there's someone that you really want to love them. Okay, because everything's going to work out. I feel like there's going to be a huge awakening that happens for all Leos this year. If you're not awakened as it is, get ready, guys, because you're going to awaken. And, keep in mind that when we're awakening, when we're coming into terms with our soul's purpose, it's not always the most comfortable transition. 99% of awakenings come after a very, very painful era in your life. All right? So if there's anything throughout the year that feels very painful, look at the person and say thank you, because you're going to be a fucking boss after dealing with that person. All right, guys? Or that situation. So this is good. I really don't have much advice to give to you guys, because y'all are going to be taking over. So Leo, do the Leo thing. You guys are the leaders of the zodiac, and y'all got it. All right? Powerful, powerful year, guys. Now, if you do want, your own personal reading, you could just get the yearly reading. But if you want more advice, if you want, me to stop in between each quarter and just kind of guide you through each quarter, then I suggest definitely getting the hour reading so that I have time to do all of that, okay? I love you guys. Keep it up. You guys are going to fucking take over. I love it.